Welcome to Snowflake Cost Optimization series. Today we are going to discuss about virtual warehouse auto suspend property. Auto suspend setting have a big impact on the bill because Snowflake charges for every second a Snowflake warehouse is running with a minimum of 60 seconds. For this reason, we don't recommend setting auto suspend below 60 seconds as it can lead to double charges. Auto suspend setting over 60 seconds result in virtual warehouses being billable while processing no queries. By default, all virtual warehouses created via as user interface have auto suspend period of 5 seconds. Auto suspend below 60 seconds can result in double billing. Each time a Snowflake virtual warehouse resume, you are charged for a minimum of 1 minute. After that period, you are charged per second. While it is technically possible to set auto suspend value lower than 60 second, but you can put 0 second if you want, but still Snowflake will only shut it down after 30 seconds of inactivity. Because of 1 minute billing period, it's possible for users to get double charges if the auto suspend is set to 30 seconds or lower. So let's see in example. So we in first example we have configure warehouse auto suspend property as 60 second. Query 1 came, so warehouse started. Query 1 run for 3 seconds. Next 20 second, there are no activity happening within a warehouse. And after 20 second query came and it run for 5 seconds. After next 60 seconds, no query execution happening within a warehouse. So that means a warehouse goes in a suspended state. After 60 seconds, new query came, query 3 came, then again this warehouse is resumed, query 3 run for 5 seconds. Next 45 seconds, no query execution happening. So that means, but still our warehouse configuration is 60 seconds. So that means this warehouse is still in running state. After 45 seconds, new query came, query 1, and it's run for 1 second. So in the both the situation, right, query 1 and query 2 and query 3 and query 4, we pay 1 minute uh, cost respectively. Now let's consider a second scenario where we set warehouse auto suspend property to 30 seconds. So we can take the same example. Query 1 came, warehouse gets spin up, query 1 run for 3 seconds. Next 20 seconds, no query is executing within a warehouse. After 20 seconds, a query 2 came, it ran for 5 seconds. As this warehouse auto suspend property is 30 seconds, so that means query 1 and query 2 get executed within the same warehouse. Next 30 seconds, no query execution happening within the warehouse. That means this warehouse goes in a suspended state or pause state. Query 3 came after certain time, then where again this warehouse is resumed and query 3 executed within this warehouse. Query 3 run for 5 seconds. Next 45 seconds, no query executed within a warehouse. So that means this warehouse goes in a pause state or suspended state. Then query 4 came and it run. Query 4 came, and as this warehouse is already in a suspended state, then the new warehouse get resumed and the query 4 is executed within this instance of the warehouse. So if you see here for query 1 and query 2, which it costs us a 1 minute cost, but query 3 and query 4, it even query 3 runs for 5 minutes and query 4 run for query 3 run for 5 seconds and query 4 run for 1 second. The bill is like 1 minute for query 3 and 1 minute for query 4. So that's a double. So that's why we need to set this auto suspend property to 60 as this is optimal thing. Let's see this in a demo. Let's move on to the snow site and we will see that. First I'll see you. Okay, here I do not have any warehouses running, so I'll created a warehouse with a small instance. Then I'll come here, I refresh the snow site URL. So if you see here, my warehouse is created is extra small, and this is in a started state. And if I come here, you can see the auto suspend is, the default auto suspend is 10 minutes. Now let's drop the warehouse, come back, refresh this page. Now warehouse is dropped. Now we'll create, when we created a warehouse, right? You see like this is in the started state. So as a base practice, whenever we are creating a new warehouse, it should, you can apply this initially suspended property as a true. So that's a good practice. And how do you specify let auto suspend as a 60-second as a part of this cost optimization session, right? So you can use this like auto suspend equal to 60-second. Come here, execute this query. How you can see that, right? There are multiple ways, but I can show you quite a couple of ways like how you can check that. I created the warehouse. Now show warehouses command you can fire, and you can see my warehouse is now created, and the property like auto suspend and 60, and auto resume true. So 60-second we set up, that means 1 minute we already set up. If you want to see that using Snowsite UI, so you can come here, my warehouse, click on edit, and you can see suspend after 1 minute of inactivity. So that's how you can set up your auto suspend property as a 60 second.